Gentlemen, the watch on your wrist says more about you than the car in your driveway. It's not just about telling time, it's about telling your story. But here's the truth. Too many men over 40 are either stuck wearing outdated pieces that make them look older than they are, or they go chasing loud luxury watches that scream midlife crisis instead of quiet confidence. I get it. The watch world can be overwhelming. From smartwatches monitoring every heartbeat to vintage pieces that cost more than a car. It's hard to know where to begin. And the so-called experts don't make it any easier, throwing around terms like tourbillon and chronograph as if everyone graduated from watchmaking school. But let me simplify it for you. A watch for a man over 40 isn't about impressing anyone else. It's about wearing something that reflects who you are today. Experienced, discerning, confident, without needing to shout. The perfect watch for you strikes a delicate balance. Refined but not stuffy. Quality but not showy. Classic but never boring. So today, we're starting with the first two watches every man over 40 should know about. These pieces aren't just tools for time. They're statements of character. And trust me, when you wear them right, people notice. Watch number 1. The Everyday Essential Seiko 5 SRP D51. Every man needs a reliable everyday watch, the kind you can wear to the office, dinner with friends, or even a casual weekend. And for that, the Seiko 5 SRP D51 is a masterpiece in simplicity and value. At around $200 to $250, this watch punches way above its weight class. The deep blue dial paired with a stainless steel bracelet makes it versatile, crisp, and masculine without being flashy. It's not trying to scream for attention, and that's exactly why it stands out. What makes the SRP D51 truly special is heritage. Seiko has been producing world-class timepieces since 1881, respected by collectors worldwide for their reliability and craftsmanship. When you wear a Seiko, you're wearing history without the history-making price tag. The 42.5mm case is substantial enough to have presence but not oversized, which is key for men over 40. You don't need a giant clunky watch to make a statement. Confidence is about proportion, and this Seiko nails it. Inside beats an automatic movement powered by your own wrist's motion. No batteries, no gimmicks. Just pure mechanical beauty. How to wear it. This is your Monday through Thursday watch. Pair it with business casual looks. Navy blazers, Oxford shirts, chinos, dark denim. The blue dial plays beautifully with gray and navy tones, while the stainless bracelet keeps everything sharp. What to avoid? Don't wear this with a tuxedo. It's not a dress watch. And don't pair it with shorts or gym wear. The SRP D51 deserves better. Here's the hidden magic. Most people won't recognize it, but those who do, the collectors, the enthusiasts, they'll nod silently. Because this watch says, I know quality, but I don't need to shout about it. That's the energy of a man over 40 who's comfortable in his skin. Watch number 2. The Sophisticated Dress Watch, Hamilton Intra-Matic. Now let's move to something more refined, the Sophisticated Dress Watch. This is the piece you reach for when the occasion calls for true elegance. My pick, the Hamilton Intra-Matic. At around $800 to $900, it's a step up from Seiko, but still accessible for men who want an investment piece without leaping into luxury pricing. What makes the Intra-Matic so powerful is its timeless minimalism. With its slim case, clean dial, and leather strap, it's a design that could have been worn by your grandfather and will still look fresh when your son wears it decades from now. The 38mm to 40mm case size is perfect. It sits just right under a cuff. Sleek and refined. And remember, gentlemen, a proper dress watch should complement your attire, not fight against it. How to wear it? Reserve this for special occasions, weddings, formal dinners, business presentations, or any setting where elegance matters. The black leather strap version pairs effortlessly with black shoes and belts, while the brown strap version completes an earth tone palette beautifully. What to avoid? Please, don't wear this to the gym. Don't wear it with shorts, and don't wear it casually on the weekend. A dress watch demands respect. The Intra-Matic sends a powerful message. You understand the art of understatement. You don't need diamonds or oversized cases to look important. You know that true sophistication whispers, it doesn't shout. And here's where audience love comes in. This watch consistently receives glowing reviews from men who say it gives them confidence in boardrooms, weddings, and date nights. It's not just a watch. It's a silent companion in life's big moments. the everyday essential, and the sophisticated dress watch. With just those two pieces, you already look refined, versatile, and confident. But now, gentlemen, it's time to elevate. Because after 40, your watch collection shouldn't just cover your needs. It should tell your story. A great watch doesn't just keep time, it keeps memories. It's with you in boardrooms, on vacations, during milestones, and quiet moments alike. And the next three watches I'm about to share, they're not just accessories, they're statements. They represent freedom, achievement, and the kind of quiet luxury that speaks louder than flash ever could. Let's dive in. Watch number 3. The versatile sports watch, Tudor Black Bay 58. If there's one watch that every man over 40 should own, it's the versatile sports watch. Something rugged enough for a weekend adventure, but refined enough to wear to the office. My pick here, the Tudor Black Bay 58. At around $3,500 to $4,000, we're stepping into serious investment territory. But make no mistake, this watch delivers value that punches far beyond its price tag. Tudor, if you don't already know, is Rolex's younger sibling. The two brands share DNA, and Tudor benefits from Rolex's impeccable standards without carrying Rolex's intimidating price point. The Black Bay 58 is their crown jewel. At 39mm, it hits the sweet spot in size. Not too big, not too small. For men over 40, proportion is everything. This isn't a watch for flexing. It's a watch that hugs your wrist comfortably, has presence without shouting, and feels right in every situation. Its design is inspired by Tudor's 1958 diver's watch, the kind used by professionals who depended on their gear for survival. Today, it maintains that 200-meter water resistance, making it a legitimate tool watch, not just a desk accessory. Inside, the MT542 in-house movement ensures accuracy and reliability, with a 70-hour power reserve that keeps ticking even if you take it off for a weekend. How to wear it? This is your do-it-all piece. It looks incredible with a suit, especially on the stainless bracelet. Swap to a fabric NATO strap, and it becomes your weekend adventure companion. Wear it with jeans and a polo, and it looks effortlessly stylish. What to avoid? The only place the Black Bay 58 doesn't belong is at a black tie event. For everything else, this watch adapts, just like you should at this stage of life. The Black Bay 58 tells the world, I'm experienced. I know quality. I don't need to wear a Rolex to prove it. And among collectors, it's universally respected. Watch number 4, the Heritage Statement, Omega Speedmaster Professional. Now let's talk about heritage. Some watches tell time, a few watches tell your story, but then there are watches that tell history itself. Gentlemen, meet the Omega Speedmaster Professional. Price range, $6,000 to $7,000. But what you're buying isn't just a watch, it's a legend. The Speedmaster was the first watch worn on the moon. In 1969, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took mankind's first steps beyond Earth, it was a Speedmaster strapped to Aldrin's wrist. NASA chose this watch because it could survive the extremes of space: shock, vibration, heat, cold, vacuum. It passed tests that destroyed other watches. Even today, the Speedmaster carries that same reputation: reliable, timeless, and iconic. With its 42mm stainless steel case, crisp black dial, and white indices, the Speedmaster balances boldness with elegance. And while it's technically a chronograph, it wears comfortably in both casual and business settings. How to wear it? The Speedmaster is incredibly versatile. On its bracelet, it works with everything from suits to casual Fridays. Put it on a leather strap, and it transforms into a piece of understated elegance. It's the kind of watch you wear when you want to feel part of something bigger: history, exploration, human achievement. What to avoid? Like the Tudor, it doesn't belong in a black tie setting. But outside of that, it's nearly universal. And here's the deeper truth. At 40 plus, you've lived, you've built, you've achieved. Wearing a Speedmaster isn't just about style, it's about resonance. It's about connecting with pioneers and visionaries. It says, I've made my own giant leaps. Watch number 5, the luxury icon, Rolex Datejust. Finally, gentlemen, we arrive at the pinnacle, the luxury icon. For this, there is only one choice, the Rolex Datejust. Starting at $8,000 and going up, depending on configuration, the Datejust is not just a watch. It's a benchmark. Since 1945, it has remained in continuous production, worn by presidents, leaders, and titans of industry. If the Speedmaster is about history, the Datejust is about timeless relevance. Why is it so iconic? Balance. The fluted bezel adds just enough presence without looking gaudy. The Jubilee bracelet is one of the most comfortable and elegant bracelets in watchmaking. The date window with its Cyclops lens is practical, yet instantly recognizable. And whether you choose the classic 36mm or the more modern 41mm, the proportions are always perfect. How to wear it. The Datejust is the one watch you could truly wear every day for the rest of your life. With a suit, it looks refined. With jeans and a blazer, it looks effortlessly chic. It's the Swiss Army knife of luxury, adaptable, timeless, and respected in every circle. What to avoid? Flashy configurations. Stick with stainless steel and classic dials, silver, black, blue, or champagne. Less is more. The Datejust isn't about shouting luxury, it's about quiet confidence. It says, I don't need to prove anything. I know who I am. And among men over 40. This is the ultimate symbol of self-assurance. Not because it's the most expensive Rolex, but because it's the one that never goes out of style. Which of these 5 watches best reflects your story as a man over 40? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Lux Glow Short for more timeless style and luxury insights.